Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online, the Gold Road chapter. I am JDZ Gaming Empire. It seems we are on a little investigation here, trying to figure out who killed Lady Weatherly. And we're working on where there's a will. Mizik Thunderboots is helping execute the will of the late Lady Weatherly. A cryptic will and family secrets lead him to suspect foul play, but he needs my help in uncovering the truth and resolving ownership of the inheritance. The clues I discovered suggest a killer escaped through the window. I should investigate the window exterior. Window exterior, I guess we gotta go out. Yeah, because this place is ransacked. Or this way. Oh, there's the doggo. He's already here. That doggo knows something's up. He's a smart doggo.
What is he sniffing?
Oh no, let's see. Gilded key.
Betu found a key. And look, it seems Betu wants us to follow him.
Let's follow Beto. Uh-oh. What happened to the chef? Or is he just drunk?
Moons above. Is that Edric?
I hope he's not dead. Poison tankard? What?
Edric's tankard. There seems to be a suspicious residue inside.
Memorial to Uriel Weatherly. Here lies the memory of a devoted son and an honorable warrior. While you never returned home, those who love you saw fit to raise a memorial in your name. The loss of such a bright light will always be a tragedy, but your memory lives on with us.
So this is the memorial Lady Weatherly built for her son.
Oh, look at me. I'm robbing the memorial. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think that's her son. I'm just saying. And there's something up with that woman too. Let's look at Edric's confession. Ooh, I want to read that last. Foul-smelling tea.
Tea? This one smells ginger, hibiscus, and something else. Something sickly.
It was I, loyal cook Edric, who killed our dear Lady Weatherly. She planned to meet sweet Helena Weatherly for tea, but I tainted her favorite blend, ginger and his hibiscus, with a foul poison. The same poison I've taken as I write this letter, for I cannot bring myself to see an impostor play at our dear late Ariel. A curse on that rogue. Despite doting on her every need, Lady Weatherly never saw me as more than a lowly servant. Now I join her in the great dark cold beyond. I find it hard to believe.
A confession, and a flowery one at that. Mizik isn't sure what to make of this.
I'm not believing it. I'm not believing it.
Mizik's snout wrinkles at the stench of both fresh and old death. Betu led us to the memorial of the lost Uriel Weatherly, and now we find the cook freshly poisoned. Let this one see the confession letter.
Here's the letter.
Why would Edric lead us to Uriel's memorial and then kill himself? And earlier, the cook warned us of some mysterious danger. Could he have met the fate he was trying to save us from? Too many bodies and cryptic messages for this one's liking.
What about the confession?
The note says that Edric served Lady Weatherly poisoned tea the day she died, but the cook had already left the grounds. Otho confirmed that himself. And this letter says that Helena was present for tea, but she said she was out all morning.
You think the note is a forgery?
A good question. But the memorial may be a greater clue. Lady Weatherly had gone to great lengths to find her son, but was certain of his death to raise this memorial. Our Uriel may well be an imposter, but do not give away our upper hand.
Yeah, that Uriel dude and Helena, or whatever her name is. What do we know so far?
We know the real Uriel went to fight in Varen's revolt, and that Lady Weatherly spent a fortune to find his body. We also know from the note in the lady's study that Helena was against looking into his death.
So what of the imposter?
Yes, our masquerading rogue. The cook was certain that he was an imposter, but what about the others? Aquilia has her suspicions, but shouldn't Helena have known? Why hasn't she raised alarm bells and told the others?
And now the cook is dead.
And he was the only one who could have ended the impostor's ruse. But then there is Edric's confession. Could it be a forgery to throw us off the trail? Or a convenient end to our investigation? I sense another hasty painting is before us.
What's our next move?
We should question the impostor, but we mustn't let on that we know his gambit. I also have my reservations about the once and again widowed Helena. If anyone else was aware of his ruse, it would be her. So why hasn't she said anything?
Let's go question the imposter Uriel.
Steady yourself as we approach the imposter Uriel. This ruse may not be his only crime. It's increasingly likely that he killed Edric to keep his secret.
I don't know, maybe the both of them are in on it. I just know something is very, very suspicious about those two. Which way can we go in? Going this way? I don't see why not. Find the imposter Uriel. I think we should be able to find him in here. Just going through this door. Yeah, he's right here.
What is with all the questions, cousin? Aren't you happy to see me?
There's our imposter. Talk to him, friend.
Our intrepid investigators! Helena and I were just arguing over what to do with my mother's estate. Marriage squabbles. Have you made progress with that mysterious riddle? I can fetch her if you'd like. She just went into the kitchen.
Actually, we wanted to know if you were close to the cook, Edric Brusenir.
The cook, you say? Well, as close as any young heir is with their staff. Now that I think about it, I always did find him strange. Always one for the shadows. I'm glad Helena saw fit to fire him. I only wish I were here to do it myself.
We found him dead by the estate fountain.
Dead? What a ghastly turn of events! Hold on. Another memory is coming back to me. Yes. The cook always had a secret love for my mother. Was it grief that led him to kill himself? It must have been. You don't think he also killed Mother?
I didn't say he killed himself.
Oh, yes, of course. No, I must have gotten ahead of myself. Yes, that's it. All this death, I thought I left it behind on the battlefield, but it seems to have followed me home. Whether murderer or murderee, my heart goes out to Edric.
Sure it does.
Thank you, Uriel. That's all. We should speak to Helena next, traveler.
There's been another murder? The killer could come for any one of us next.
Nonsense. It's clear Edric was a troubled man who killed Lady Weatherly and took his own life.
Maybe so, but I'm not leaving this room just yet.
Why did he refer to his mother as Lady Weatherly? Why wouldn't he call her mother or mom? Why Lady Weatherly? Yeah, I have my doubts about you and Helena. You guys are in on this together.
Oh, Mizik, do you have updates on your investigation?
mind me. I'm just gonna take your cheese and all your other things on here. All right. And some more beef. And more beef.
Mizik, traveler, how fares the investigation? With so much still left to speculation, I've found myself wandering the grounds, trying to keep my hands busy. I hope to have things settled soon, for all our sakes.
Were you wandering the grounds near the memorial and poisoned the poor cook? We found the cook dead in the garden with a note confessing to poisoning Lady Weatherly.
Edric? A murderer? I'm astonished. I guess I was right to be suspicious of him, but now I wish I'd had him jailed when I could have. What a travesty. At least now we have some closure, and can focus on the missing fortune.
Why does the confession say you were present for Lady Weatherly's death?
Well, the lady and I had intended to meet that morning, but it slipped my mind. If the tea was poisoned, wouldn't that make Otho the suspect? With Edric away, he would have been the one to brew the tea for Lady Weatherly.
Are you accusing Otho of aiding with the murder?
I haven't the expertise, of course, to make such an accusation. But I do wonder. Otho and Edric have worked the estate for ages. Could they have felt entitled to a cut of the fortune? Useless speculation, perhaps, but the mind does wander.
Thank you, Pelina. We will investigate all lingering threads. Traveler, let's speak with the gardener next.
Yeah, I don't believe it. It seemed like Lady Weatherly was a good person, and she treated her staff with respect. So I don't... What's back here? I don't see her or see them doing anything like that to her. Okay, there's a lot of running back and forth in this quest. Actually, this quest is pretty lengthy. Oh, look how pretty. Is it early morning? Like dews on the ground? The mist? Hello, groundskeeper.
Betu seems to have run off again. It's embarrassing, really. You'd think I'd be better at keeping a handle on him, but the dog is a free spirit. How are things? Made any progress since investigating the library?
Actually, we were wondering if you served Lady Weatherly tea the morning she died.
It had become one of my daily duties while Edric was away. I usually try to brew her a pot before I leave for the market. Apologies for not mentioning that earlier. My daily tasks have become innumerable.
Edric is dead. He left this note confessing to poisoning Lady Weatherly's tea.
Edric is dead? I can't believe it. No, he'd never hurt Lady Weatherly. We were like a family. Wait, the recipe for the lady's tea is wrong. She's always found ginger to be too overwhelming. Are you sure Edric wrote this?
Are you saying Edric didn't write this?
He couldn't have. He'd never make a mistake like that. And he was nowhere near the tea that morning. I started a pot for Lady Weatherly, and Pelina took over brewing it before I left.
Uh-huh. Helena was here? She said she forgot about having tea that morning.
Strange. She was most definitely here. She even offered to finish brewing it. I've been so busy as of late that I accepted her offer. It's not every day Pelina lends a hand around the estate. Wait, could Pelina have poisoned Lady Weatherly?
Where does Lady Weatherly take her tea?
She usually has it in her bedchambers, but the room's been locked this whole time. It seems in the commotion the key has been misplaced. It's likely her room has remained untouched since this whole tragedy began.
Music recalls a gilded key revealed to us by Betu.
Yes.
If you already found the missing key, you may be able to unlock Lady Weatherly's bedchambers.
Let's go.
If the room has truly been locked this whole time, then not even the killer could re-enter. Let us see if we can find any clues among the mess.
Yeah, this place is a disaster.
This scrap of fabric seems to have been torn from an expensive dress. The residue on that teacup stinks with the same foul smell as the tainted tea we found with Edric's body.
Letter to Pelena. Uh-oh, we got some juicy bits going on here. Dearest Pelena, you may not remember me, but I assure you I have never forgotten your name or the swirling script of your letter to my band of mercenaries. How curious it was to see such delicate writing spell out such a gruesome request. I still remember the shock in your husband's eyes, the way he cried out for his mother while he pawed at the dagger in his back. The memory remained an idle amusement until talk of a wealthy, elderly woman searching for her son spread through Cyrodiil. Then it struck me. Your late husband and I bore a striking resemblance. I'm sure you'll agree. We have much to discuss, dear wife. We'll have to play our parts well if you'd like to split that woman's fortune, or I could just reveal you as the murderess you are. You decide. Theophan Pictor. Theophan Pictor? Who is that? Okay, so Lady Pelena.
If this letter is true, then Pelena played a role in Uriel's death. And this signature. Is this the name of our resident imposter?
Yeah.
Mizik would like to hear your thoughts on what we found.
Oh my word. So Pelena killed the Lady Weatherly's son, or had him killed, then got this man to impersonate her son. Oh man, this is like some soap opera stuff.
This note seems to confirm that Pelena Weatherly had her husband killed while he was away from the estate. Did Lady Weatherly read it first and confront Pelena with the truth? And what is Pelena left to do when cornered?
Pelena poisoned Lady Weatherly.
Indeed. Pelena may have sensed an end to her cozy life. Killing Lady Weatherly before the imposter's arrival would secure her the fortune. She couldn't have known it was hidden, and now she can't reveal the imposter without outing herself.
But Lady Weatherly was found in the library.
A poisoned cup of tea would bring unwanted attention to Lady Weatherly's death. Helena's only option would have been to stage the scene. A fall from a ladder at the lady's age? Mizik can already imagine the solemn nods of acceptance.
So Pelena and the imposter Theophan.
They must have brokered an agreement. Ride out the storm of Lady Weatherly's death and come out the other side rich. But they've stumbled along the way thanks to a curious cook and a meddling Mizik. It's time we confront our killers.
Yes. So this chick done had her husband.
Mizik heard a scream from down the hall. We must hurry.
Had her husband, which was Lady Weatherby's son, killed, and then hired this imposter to just for some money. What's going on?
He's dead! Someone killed him!
What?
Betu, what's wrong, boy?
Nobody leaves until Mizik finds out what happened.
What a
Oh,
relief.
Lord.
Traveler,
I heard
there's
that the
something by the
Lion Guard
body.
has
Quick.
taken back Camlorn.
What? Who was talking there? So now she done killed her imposter, and something happened to the doggo. Mizik, I apologize for letting my fear get the best of me. I was afraid telling you the truth would put your life at risk. I thought I could solve everything myself. Before Lady Weatherly's death, I went through Pelena's belongings. I had always suspected she was cruel, but lately she had grown erratic, nervous, always looking over her shoulder. When I searched her room, I discovered her correspondence with Theophan Pictor. She had Uriel killed, and now his assassin is here wearing Uriel's clothes and name like a cheap costume. I gave Lady Weatherly a letter to prove Pelena's wrongdoing. I fear that in doing so, I doomed her. When Pelena confronted me, she demanded I return her stolen letter. I refused, told her I had hid it. She must have sensed my deceit, known that I had revealed her betrayal to Lady Weatherly. I'm sorry, it's all my fault, Edric. Ooh. Oh, man. Betu?
We have to help him.
Oh.
Something has made Betu terribly ill. I've never seen him so scared. If only I knew what was wrong, I could help him.
Man, this chick is poisoning everybody. He was poisoned. We found the same residue in Lady Weatherly's teacup.
Wait. I recognize this smell. Yes, I couldn't place it until now. We used this poison around the estate grounds. We've fallen into such disrepair that beasts have moved into the cellars. Betu knows better than to eat this. He was forced.
Can we help him?
Yes, in the pantry. I kept a tin of medicinal herbs for this very occasion. I could never forgive myself if I had a hand in hurting Betu. Please, hurry! Get the herbs!
Yes, yes, yes.
Quickly, friend. Search the pantry. Mystic hopes we can save at least one life today.
Oh my goodness. Poor doggo. Hey, we were just back here. And I'll take those pumpkins again. And some honey and barley. Here we go, doggo.
Betu! He's recovering. The herbs must be working.
Oh yeah, he's feeling better.
Wonderful news. Traveler, let's discuss the note you found with our imposter. Our imposter is dead, and our killer nearly succeeded in taking Betu's life as well. It is also not lost on Magicka as to who is missing from this room. The note you found with imposter Theophan's body. What does it say?
It's a note from Edric. He discovered Pelena's involvement with Uriel's murder.
The lengths the cook went to protect Lady Weatherly. This one hopes she knew how dearly she was loved by her staff. There is no doubt left in this one's mind as to who our killer is.
Helena Weatherly.
She must be held accountable for her crimes. She can't have gone far.
Let's go track her down.
Betu?
Follow Betu.
What is it? Where are you going?
Quickly, follow that dog.
Oh, is she down here in the basement? Oh, I see prints. Those are footprints.
Good boy, Betu. Our killer may very well have fled through this door.
Are we gonna have to take this lady on? I don't even think she's... Well, yeah, I guess she would be a lady. She was married to Uriel.
These tunnels seem to run under the entire property. Good thing we have Betu's note. Oh dear. Magicka needs to stop doing that.
Stop doing what? Oh, hold on. Oh, I can't take none of this. Great basket. All right, let's go, Beto.
Never a dull moment. Apologies.
Get away from me,
This
you
one is
beast!
fine. I hear Pelena's voice. She must be nearby.
Yeah, I heard her too.
Magicka is all right. Feeling a bit... apologies.
Why
This
you
one is fine.
keep apologizing?
Magicka needs to stop doing that.
What is he talking about? There she is. What are you
Damn
doing down
dog.
here?
How are you still alive?
Heifer.
I've committed no wrong. That man was an imposter. If I hadn't gotten him first, then he would have killed me. I spit on Theophan Pictor's name for masquerading as my
You a
dear
liar.
Uriel.
You's a lie. We know you had Uriel killed.
How could you possibly say that? Whose inane rambling convinced you of such nonsensical drivel? Everyone is out to frame me. Theophan, Otho, even that damned Edric.
It's over.
Damn this rotting estate. Everything I did, everyone I killed, I did it for my own survival. I hope it crumbles into dust just like that crone and her son. I spit on their graves.
Oh my word. Lady, you are
The Count
out
of
of
Skindred
line.
will decide your fate.
Helena, why would you hurt Betu?
Because this whole family can rot for all I care.
Ew, they trying to kill her. They're trying to kill her. Talk to Mizik.
You've done great work today, traveler. The air is heavy with death. But just like the sun, truth will come out. If only Lady Weatherly could see Pelena beaten at her own game.
What happens now?
Pelena will be delivered to Skingrad. With the evidence in hand, she should face charges for the deaths of Uriel, Lady Weatherly, and our impostor. While it's possible Theophan killed Edric, I am certain she played a role.
What of the missing fortune?
To think this one nearly forgot about our remaining golden thread. Aquilia is the only living relative. Mizik supposes she will inherit the fortune. Not that we found a single coin to give her.
We must have missed something.
Fortune aside, what we accomplished today is no small feat. If the fortune was to be found, we'd have stumbled upon it during our investigation.
Okay.
What have you got there, boy?
It seems Betu has brought us something.
Oh, it's a cup. Dusty golden goblet.
Betu, where did you find this? Betu? Otto, escort Pelena back to the manor. We will follow the dog.
Oh, we on it. This dog is on it. I love dogs. We have three little dogs. 2 Maltese and a Yorkie. What you showing me here? Follow Beto. Well, I'm here. Oh,
Missy can't believe it. Is this Lady Weatherly's missing fortune? Let us investigate.
if you're reading this letter, then Beto trusted you with our hidden fortune. I had hoped that one day I'd pass these treasures on to my son Uriel. But I learned recently that the woman I cared for like a daughter betrayed me. So it became necessary to hide the fortune she is clearly so hungry to acquire. I haven't gathered all the proof yet, but I called upon a dear friend who could help me bring her crimes to light. If I don't live long enough to see her downfall, let this document serve to make my final wishes clear. My dear dog Beto and the staff that has looked after the both of us while I retreated into my grief are to receive my remaining fortune and the estate. They are what remains of my family, and through them the memory of my dear Uriel will live on. To Edric and Otho, I thank you for making my grieving a little more comfortable. I hope this fortune helps look after the greatest gift my son ever gave me, my dear and faithful Beto.
Lady Weatherly must have left that note before her death. We should show it to Aquilia.
We can do that as soon as we search these things. That it? Okay. Wait. What's up in here? Take that. Oh, look at that. Oh, I wish we could take that. Who is laughing like that? Is it this little non-combat pet? Oh, I like the little trail that's coming behind them. All right, where's Aquila?
Helena,
There she
is
is.
it true? After everything my aunt did for you,
I don't owe you an explanation, Aquilia.
Oh, look at that book.
Otho did his best to explain your findings. But is it really true? Helena is to blame for this nightmare?
Yes, Pelena Weatherly was our killer.
I thought she was acting strangely, but I blamed it on the grief. I would never have expected her to be capable of all this. And what of Uriel? What was his role in all this?
He was an imposter. He wanted a cut of the fortune after helping kill Uriel.
I knew something was off about him. But to think he also played a role in killing my cousin. Lady Weatherly gave Pelena a comfortable life, looked after her every need. All this death, in the pursuit of an absent fortune.
Actually, we found the missing fortune along with a letter from Lady Weatherly.
Betu was safeguarding the fortune this whole time? It's a strange request, leaving the remaining fortune to Betu and her staff? But I wouldn't dare go against my aunt's wishes. How sweet. Lord Betu of Weatherly.
You have got to be joking. The dog.
I can't believe it. There must be some mistake.
There's no mistake, Otho. I will help oversee the transfer of ownership. You and Betu will have all your needs seen to.
See,
Excellent work, my friend. Let us speak.
I knew that she was a good person that took care of her staff.
Many lives were lost, despite our best efforts. There is certainly joy to be found in our success, but this one will spend many a night wondering if there was more that could be done. Perhaps he is not as good an investigator as he thought.
Lady Weatherly and her son can rest easy thanks to you.
Do not downplay your role either, friend. You forget, Mizik was a bumbling mess, chasing a sneeze-inducing beast. Betu, until you arrived. You deserve a reward for your work, but know that this one is in your debt.
Thank you.
Mizik hopes news of this case strikes fear in the heart of all criminals who think they have gotten away with their crimes. No matter how many years go by, justice is still hunting, and Mizik will find you in the end.
What will you do now?
Mizik will stay for a while as executor of the estate, but he cannot linger long. There are crimes that require his attention, and he must hurry before the trail goes cold.
But we just solved a crime.
Yes, and Mizik could not have done it without you. But resting in the shade of one's successes too long dulls the claws. We will meet again, friend, and criminals will tremble at the thunder of our boots. Mizik likes saying that part.
I've always preferred cats. But you've made a good argument for dogs, Betu.
This one thinks Betu likes you.
Oh, well, you do seem like a very good boy.
Oh, look at
I'll
him.
be sure to order a lifetime supply of steak dinners.
Ooh, steak dinners. All right, let's talk to everybody before we leave. Can I pet you? Good boy.
Don't worry. I'll take care of all the remaining paperwork and help get Otho and Betu on their feet. Thank you for everything you've done today. I hope my dear aunt can rest easy now.
Oh, he's so cute. What will you do now?
I'll ensure that Otho and Betu are recognized as the estate owners. From there, it's largely up to Otho. I'd imagine he'd want to hire staff and begin tending to the estate grounds again. At the very least, I'll make sure he rests.
And Beto?
It might sound strange, leaving an estate to a dog, but wealth can be funny like that. I once attended a masquerade in Summerset, organized by a pet cat. Everything has paled in comparison since. Betu's a good boy. I'm sure he'll adjust.
How do you feel about this arrangement?
If I'd found out when I first arrived, I may have been a little more concerned. But after seeing the way Otho dotes on Betu, and knowing how much that dog meant to my aunt, I have no qualms. This is what she wanted.
Oh, okay. I knew I liked you. Hey, Otho.
The estate and its fortune are left to Betu and me? I've always thought that Lady Weatherly's generosity was unrivaled, but this... it's almost too much. I assure you, I'll see to all of Betu's needs. We're family, after all.
What will you do now?
I don't even know. How does one run an estate? I'll have to hire staff, of course, then get around to the gardens. It's been ages since I've done a proper pruning. Oh, it's all so much, isn't it? But I'll have Betu. He'll keep me sane.
You really care about Betu, don't you?
Course I do. Never had a pet or siblings, and I've been tending to rich folks' gardens ever since I could use a pair of shears. It wasn't until this estate that I felt like I could breathe, be myself, have friends. Betu's a part of that.
I'm thinking, he owns this estate and all that comes with it. He can probably hire somebody to tend to the grounds, but maybe he just gets enjoyment out of it. Just taking all y'all's stuff. Don't mind me. Let's talk to this conniving heifer.
Don't look at me like that. You would have done the same thing in my shoes.
Why did you do it?
The fortune was always my goal. I was happy playing the doting wife, but when Uriel went off to battle, I got greedy. Some old and unsavory acquaintances put me in touch with an assassin, Theophan. I thought I had it all figured out.
But you killed him too!
The fool thought he could show up and demand half the fortune for himself. And the more you and that investigator dug, the more reckless he became. When he threatened to out me and take the entirety of the fortune, I knew I had to kill him.
Now it's Beto who will receive the fortune.
That wretched old woman had one last twist of the knife up her sleeve. I hope she's enjoying this from whatever corner of oblivion she's in. Damned woman never did like me. She was right, but still.
Yeah, she had a reason not to. She got a feeling about you. Alright, so now let's see here. I guess we ought to work on the main story. Let's get out of the house first and take a look. If there's anything close by before we do the main story. Okay, so we are right here. There's a quest there, but I think I'm going to wait for it. I am going to go get this way shrine. Quest here too. Find him. Quest is that. Okay, seeking armistice. We're gonna wait to do that. Let's go get this way shrine. It's close by. Okay, can't call my mount yet. That was a pretty long side quest. At least it seemed to belong to me. Maybe it wasn't. There's somebody that needs something. There's this note. Constable seeks deputy. Who's this? Town of Ontus, located northwest of Skingrad between Weatherly Estate and Centurion's Rise, seeks to hire a deputy to assist the new constable with clearing pending investigations regarding suspicious deaths in the town. Interested applicants should present themselves to newly appointed Constable Yabrin. She can usually be found in the graveyard right outside of town. Another death in Ontus. I came across a job posting for a deputy to assist newly appointed Constable Yabrin in the investigation of suspicious deaths in the town of Ontus. I should seek out Constable Yabrin in the graveyard outside the town of Ontus if I'm interested in the job. Okay, and that's right over here, but we are not going to do that yet. Looks like, yeah, over here, and then, oh no, that's another quest over in there. Okay. So we got another quest added. And then now let's go see about the main story here. We need to go meet at Baragon's townhouse. And I have not done my writs yet for today. I'll probably do that after I record.
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that quickly.
It's those wood elves. Valenwood is trying to annex territory that is rightfully ours.
Maybe. But the wood elves of Vashabar claim their intentions are peaceful.
This is his townhouse? What? Dang, okay, Baragon.
Welcome to my townhouse, friends. I can't wait to hear the results of your investigations.
This looks like a flippin' house. Not a townhouse. This is nice. Okay, let's talk to him.
I can't believe we found a corrupted seed at Ostermere. That the recollection somehow caused the new forest to overgrow Westweald. Or that my friend Sorelin was involved. Laramil wants to talk to you, but I'd like to hear what else you discovered.
Tribune Alea and I kept recollection and Daedric forces from invading Skingrad at Rustwall Estate.
An invasion launched from Rustwall Estate would have taken Skingrad completely by surprise. I'm glad that you and the Tribune were there to stop them. But the recollection working with Daedra? That's a troubling new development.
Do you know Tribune Alea?
By reputation. We only just met. I know she does troubleshooting for Count Calantius, so I figured I might run into her eventually. She apparently heard about me too. Just showed up on my doorstep. You learn anything else out there?
The recollection was looking for Athelia at Ellinglen, but we found her first. Then she vanished.
Athelia, the Daedric prince you and Laramil are looking for? You met her? Incredible! But why is the recollection looking for her? Didn't they... never mind. I think you should talk to Laramil now. I need to consider all this.
Our initial investigations are complete, Proxy. Let us speak. Encountering a material confirmation of... that is... I thought it would take longer for us to find and confront Athelia in person. We determined that my suspicions about the frayed fates proved correct. Each location had a connection to Athelia.
So what do these connections tell us, Laramil?
That the Recollection and the Miramor Daedra seek to restore Athelia to power. They cause the New Forest and Wildburn devastation. And Athelia wanders Westweald, starting to remember. For helping me reach these conclusions, take this reward.
Thank you.
Speak with Baragon. See if he has a thought about our next steps. Athelia's presence untethers all consequences. It makes it nearly impossible for me to perceive the threads of fate, let alone determine which threads to follow.
Is that a problem? Most people can't see fate.
Most people do not bear the responsibility of preserving reality itself. If we guess wrong about what we must do, or simply fail to do it, disaster ensues. I do not like to leave such decisions to chance when the stakes are so high.
So what do we do then?
Trust in Baragon's knowledge of the recollection. There is an anomaly I wish to look into while you and he pursue the cultists and ferret out their plans. Perhaps the Wildburn seed you found in Ostermere is the place to start. I shall find you later.
Okay. Alright, so we're about to start the next quest by speaking to Baragon.
I've been thinking about Ostermere and your investigations with Laramil and Tribune Alea. The recollection was involved each time. We need to determine what they're planning next. Maybe the Wildburn seed we found in Ostermere can help us do that.
How can the Wildbird seed help us with the recollection?
I'm not a green speaker or a spinner, but I know a corrupted seed when I see one. If we can trace it to its source, I think we can find the recollection. Luckily, there are experts on this sort of thing close by, in the wood elf town of Vashabar.
Can Vashabar's wood elves be involved with the recollection?
Bosmer, who honor the green, wouldn't have anything to do with a Wildburn seed. But I want to show the seed we recovered to a green speaker. If they can tell us more about it, it might lead us right to the recollection. Help me, and I'll pay your way.
I'll help you lure him out the Wildburn seed.
Here, just to be safe, you should carry the Wildburn seed. Greenspeaker Derelith in Vashabar should be able to tell us something about it. Just follow the Gold Road into Dawnwood and turn north. Tribune Alea and I will meet you there.
This house is enormous. It's all yours?
I know, it's too much. During my adventuring days, I helped a wealthy Colovian family. They rewarded me with the deed to a grand old empty townhouse. I had enough gold to make this place livable, and it seemed a waste not to use it.
So what's a wood elf doing living in Skingrad?
I've lived all over Tamriel, and Skingrad is a nice enough city. Always something happening here, and we get news from across the continent. It wasn't until recently that the people of Westweald started looking askance at wood elves.
What do you mean?
Since the appearance of the new forest, what the Bosmer of Vashabar called Dawnwood, the rest of Westweald has grown nervous and suspicious of all wood elves. I've lived here for years, but suddenly I'm an outsider. Things could get ugly.
You said no Bosmer, who honors the green, would deal with a Wildburn seed. What about Sorlin?
Yes, I'm confused by that as well. Green speakers are mages who work within the Green Pact to shape the forest to meet their needs. Every wood elf village has a green speaker to grow new pod homes or shape useful tools. It's an art my people cherish.
So why is Green Speaker Sorlin working with the recollection?
You saw what I saw at Ostermere. My old friend Sorlin has lost her way. If she had a hand in the use of Wildburn seeds, then she's turned her back on the Green Pact. I'm not sure she can do that and still call herself a green speaker.
Okay, thank you. I don't think we need a recollection of the recollection. Okay, so now, Seeds of Suspicion. Baragon believes the best way to get to the bottom of Westweald's troubles is to find the source of the Wildburn seeds. He thinks that the seed we found can lead us to the recollection, or recollection can lead us to more seeds. Baragon wants to start by visiting the wood elf town of Vashabar. He hopes to consult with the green speaker there about the Wildburn seed we found in Ostermere. Okay, let's I want to have a little look-see around this town home of his. Or not home, but he called it a house. Look at this pantry. This place is huge. Have a look upstairs. You got a basement too? is up here all by itself? And every room has the fireplace going? Ooh, this is like a artifact room. Okay. Hey, that's a balcony. Aragon, you want to sell this place? Why is there a fire glowing in all these rooms? Incense burning? Let's take a look at the balcony. Fire burning out here too. This is very nice. Somebody's getting, having a lot of drinks out there on the balcony. Saw a lot of wine bottles. Okay, and that's to the balcony. Yep. All right. Let's go see. You got a basement too? No, no basement? Little sitting area, very nice. Lots of books, of course. Not surprised. Oh. I was like, why is his stuff in all red? I like that armor, dude.
There's an urgent task for you.
Okay, while I'm here, you guys, I hope you don't mind. I want to go ahead and do my crafting writs.
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that quickly.
It's those wood elves. Valenwood is trying to annex territory that is rightfully ours.
Maybe, but the wood elves of
My
Bashar
sword
claim
is
their
too
intentions
heavy.
are peaceful.
Perhaps his arms are too weak.
Ooh. I'm not gonna get rid of these yet. I know I'm working on the other set. Let me see, what is it called that I'm working on? I think it's something to do, let me look that up real quick before I misspeak. Order's Wrath is what I think it's called, but look it up. Oh, I don't need to look it up. I can look on my outfit. Okay, so we're gonna cancel that. And then I'll look it up in a minute. What is this? Okay, we can get rid of that. We can research this. Are you gonna give me some ancestor silk from this? Yeah, or a little bit. Yeah, the Order's Wrath. Order's Wrath set. So I'm gonna hang on to that because this does weapon and spell damage too, and critical chance. So I'm gonna hang on to it. See if we can get some other symmetry of the wield. That's what this is called. Symmetry of the wield. Okay, next area. I don't think I have any jewelry to research. Nope. And that. Chanting. Oh, I gotta go get a recipe. Okay. Okay. And let's see what else is left. Woodworking. Where's woodworking? Alright, let's drop off this stuff before we go. I don't think there's a brewer over here or a... Yeah, there's no brewer or... Saw something else we could learn. Oh no, maybe it was just a map. Yeah, just a map. Okay. Yeah. Let's do some selling.
The right enchantment can make all the difference.
Okay. And now we need to go see... We're a chef. Oh, we need to find this person too while we're in here. Find Lapita Russus. Okay, so we could turn that in while we're over here.
It's always the same, day after day.
Okay, this is gonna be expensive. We need a fruit and cheese plate recipe.
I got into this profession to make coin fast, so why do good flavors take so long to develop? It's still...
Fruit and cheese is gonna probably be the most expensive thing. Yep, right here, 1620. Okay, go ahead and learn it. That's not a fire. No, not a fire we can use. All right, let's go see brewer. And we need, what do we need here? Matthias Remorse?
We'll all get torn to pieces by those monsters in the Greenwoods one of these days. Might as well drink while you can.
Matthias Remorse? Oh, wait, she doesn't... Wait a minute, hang on. I'm looking at the right thing? Mute Sarah's remorse. I don't know. Does she have it? Mute.
Wood elves and...
Yeah. Known Markarth Mead. There it is. Down here. I just need to scroll down a little bit. Okay, now let's find a place where we can craft this. I don't think there's a place in here. So let's see about that quest to drop off. Yeah, drop this off. Where's this at? Right down the road here. Oh, it was right in here. Oh,
the new forest worries
jeez
me.
Louise.
Nothing natural.
I was already in here. Yeah, we can't use that. All right, where you at? Lapida Russus. Was she? She wasn't the brewer, was she? Maybe she was. Let's see. No, she's not the brewer. Where the devil's Lapida? Lapida! Where are you at? Did I pass by you? Oh, maybe there's an upstairs. Ooh, no, it says she's down this way. What? Find Lapida Russus in Skingrad. Has a room at the Fertile Respite. Fertile Respite. Fertile Respite. She has a room at the... Well, it keeps telling me to come here.
The new forest worries me.
That's not
Nothing
the Fertile
natural
Respite.
ever grew that quickly.
It's those wood elves. Valenwood is trying to annex territory that is rightfully ours.
Maybe. But the wood elves of Vashabar claim their intentions are peaceful.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna need to do some research on where the heck she's located. Okay, oh, over here. Why does it have me going through here? This is a totally different... These two are not connected that I'm aware of. Alright, let's go over here real quick. Drop this off, and then we'll go give her what she needs. Go craft this. And over here, we drop it off.
Always finding room for improvement.
Oh, we got a recipe. Let's see. Hopefully it's not one we already know. Okay. All right, now let's go find her over here. And then we'll end the episode. Lapida. Where you at? Probably upstairs, maybe? It says she had a room here. Lapita, I'm sorry. Whoa, you got papers everywhere. What's going on up in here?
If you're here to complain about that pamphlet I posted about the jungle growth blazing through the countryside, I'm not overreacting. You just aren't seeing the danger it poses to everyone working outside of Skingrad.
Are you Haldane's sister, Lapita Rossus?
Oh, tell me he didn't send you. Just because I believe that the new forest isn't natural and poses a danger to Westweald doesn't mean that I don't support his business. I'm happy it's fruitful, but this forest isn't good for anyone.
Haldane's dead. I found these near his body. He wanted you to have them.
Gods. Haldane. I have to look into his death. Figure out what happened and find justice where I can. But that will be my battle. Thank you for finding me. I hope Haldane's at peace. Take this, with both of our thanks.
Thank you. I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, God. Haldane's really gone.
Hey, I'm sorry. Let's get on outside. And when we come back, we'll work on the main story, along with whatever else we find along the way. So where do we need to go for this? Okay, we're going down here. And we already have the Way Shrine, so that's good. Wood Elf Town of Bashabar. Okay. Alright, you guys, that's going to do it for today. So thank you very much for tuning in and watching this episode. I truly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.